just tell us what we'll have today's discussion, topic of today's discussion.
In the last episode, we covered up to 6 Azhvars out of 12.
Yes.
The remaining 6 we will deal today.
Okay.
They are very Kulasekara Azhvar, then Tiruppan Azhvar, Thondaradipodiazhvar, then Periazhvar, Andal, Azhvar.
Yes.
So it is not going to be the same line, but I will talk in due course how it happens.
Okay. So we have seen 6 Azhvars. Now we will see the rest 6 Azhvars today.
Yes. First, let us see Kulasekara Azhvar. Kulasekara at that time, Tamil Nadu was having Kerala also here. So, Chera, Sola, Pandyanadu. Solanadu is around Tanjavur, Seranadu is Kerala, and Pandyanadu is around Madurai. This Kulasekara Azhvar was born in Kollimalai, which is in Kerala now. Rather, it is Kolli Nagar, they say.
Kolli Nagar Kavalan, they say, no?
Yes. And he is supposed to be the Kaustuba Amsam. Kaustuba is the rare gem in Vishnu. He was the son of one Didavardhan, the king of that area, small country, that area. And he has given us one very big, this one, he was so much attached to the history of Rama, and so he gave one Perumal Tirumoli. So he is known as Kulasekara Perumal. He is always, because his attachment is so much. One day when he was hearing the Ramayana story, in fact, when Rama was attacked by Ravana and others, he immediately, out of trance, he immediately called his army to invade Lanka. Then people pacified him. No, sir, it happened some yugas ago. Don't worry. So this was his attachment to that. And at the same time, he was also very much hospitable to Vaishnava Bhavadars. Whoever comes, he feeds them with anything, like anything. Though naturally, all those in the king's palace were envious of all the Vaishnavas because they get a better treatment. So to prove that, they wanted to carve an image of Vaishnavas, telling that they are also capable of all these misdeeds. But Kulasekara Azhvar never worried about it. He said the Vaishnavite will never go wrong. So he put a snake inside a pot and he put his hand in that. If Vaishnavas are capable of doing wrong, let me be bitten by the snake. But he was safe. That way he proved himself very, very rudely. He proved himself to be a Vaishnavite, strong believer in Vaishnava, and the Vaishnavites also were definitely free of all these feelings. Because a Vaishnavite is a man who is always compassionate. The Nanjiyar, the later Acharyan, who describes a Vaishnavite, that in his language, I say that Ayyo என்று இறங்குவான் தான் Vaishnava. As for looking at the difficulty or the suffering of other men, the Vaishnava should definitely feel sorry for that. He need not do anything. Just he says, I am sorry for that. That is enough. So, அவ்வாறு இல்லாவிட்டால், that is, if they are not doing it, then there is no Vaishnavatvam in him. He is not considered to be a Vaishnava. This is a very famous quotation of Nanjiyer. We will see when we deal with about the Acharyas. Then, his Perumal Tirumozhi is totally on Rama only. Rama, and he has also done entire Ramayanam in one path, that is 10 songs, very nicely written. And he is also a Sanskrit scholar, we understand, and he has produced us, he has blessed us with Mukundamala. Mukundamala is also very nice, this one. And his dream was to go to Srirangam. Srirangam Yatra he has been dreaming about all his life, and he got it also later. That's what Perumal Tirumozhi. Perumal Tirumozhi is, once again,
Yes, Bharadwaj, you want to ask him
Yeah,
anything?
yeah, ma'am. I
huh?
just want to add something to what Sir said when Sir was
Okay,
speaking
you
about
tell me now.
sir, when you are saying about Swami Kulasekara Perumal has kept his hand on the pot with the snake, I remember there was a Gujarati poem actually, Vaishnava Janato Tene Kahiye. Like in that it describes more about how Vaishnava should live and what that is it. So I was just adding to that point, ma'am. Sir, I have another small doubt.
Tell
Is
me.
Pasurappadi Ramayanam is like all the compilation from Perumal Tirumali, or it's like work of other alvars also?
It is Pasurapadi with all Nalayanan Divya Prabandham
Okay, sir.
Pasurangal. It is there by Periazhvar Pillai.
Okay, sir.
It is a very nice composition, and all the words are from Nalayanan Divya Prabandham only.
Okay, sir.
And Kulasekara Azhvar was a very what I should say, he was so much involved with Rama, and he, in fact, you can see in our, everybody has enjoyed Krishna's younger days. We can see Periazhvar, we can see even Nammalvar. They are talking about Krishna's younger days, but nobody has talked about Rama. Rama, when was introduced in Valmiki Ramana, he was 7 years old. Dasaratha conducts a yaga, and out of which 4 sons are born, and all the 4 sons are immediately grown. That's what the description says. But here he is very much, he only, Kulasekara Azhvar only enjoys the childhood days of Rama. That is the speciality in him. And he is also lamenting over what Devaki has lost and what Yasoda has gained. Yasoda was able to grow, be of help to the Lord Krishna to make him grow. But that opportunity was lost by Devi. So he has put a lament of Devi himself is one another this one. There are so many things are there about Kulasekara Azhvar. And he also, as a father, how Dasaratha enjoyed his walk, Rama's walk. Punbo, Pinbo என்று சொல்லி, he was asked, telling how Rama's walking behind and walking towards everything he was enjoying. So much he was attached to all these things. No problem. This one, he's in way he is different from other Azhvars. Then, is there any other doubt?
Sir,
No.
in the temples, normally Vaishnava temples, we say Kulasekara Padi, no?
Yeah, that is also
Can
there.
you just tell me the
Because
significance of it?
when talking about Tirupati, he says that you make me a bird you make me river, you make me a road, anything on Tirupati, I would be like just Achit Vastu. I want to be a non-thinking Achit staying on side. And he says, I will be, even if you choose me to make me remain as a step in the Sannidhanam, I will be happy seeing always the God's face. So, Padiyai Kedandu on Pavalavai Kanvene. So he wants to become a step. He wants to become a Padi. That Padi is called Kulasekara Padi, and that's why in the when we enter the sanctum sanctorum, we don't place our legs on that. We just jump and go. This is the speciality about Kulasekara. He says, I don't want to be a sentient being just to make me any non-sentient stone, and so that I will not get disturbed at all. I will be seeing only the Pavalavai of Lord Narayana.
Okay, it's very beautiful.
And anything else on Kulasekara?
No, sir.
We can move on, just we'll see the.
Then comes Periazhvar. Periazhvar.
Sir, 1 second before moving to
Yes.
Periazhvar, I came across one thing also. Is the daughter of one Azhvar married to Langanada? Is it the daughter of Kulasekara Azhvar?
Yes. That's what they say.
Kulasekara Valli, they said.
Yes.
He becomes the father-in-law of Ranganatha.
Yes.
Because of his devotion to Ranganatha.
Okay.
Yeah, even in Srirangam temple, there was a separate sanctum for Kulasekara Valli. I just remembered it because last month when I went, I was seeing
Kulasekara
that.
Valli was his daughter. She was given marriage to Lord Ranganatha.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
Same thing happens to Periazhvar also. His daughter Andal is married to Ranganatha.
But Andal is said to be the avatar of Bhumi Pirati, whereas Kulasekara Valli, we don't get any such information, no? Do we?
Because she was found in the earth. Okay. Earth only gave birth to Andal. That's what we feel. So naturally, she is Bhudevi. And Chama, she is so patient. She gets worried or agitated for anything. So you can see even in our own this one, we drill ground to the any extent. We take out water, anything, but never it revolts. Revolt comes only from the top, from the Agaya only, the flood, everything, but not from Bhumi. Bhumi gives you one shake, that's enough. That's all that it can give. So normally Bhumi Devi is compared to Shama Devi. Shama means, in Tamil they call us Porumai. In English it is patience. Then Periazhvar, he was in Srivilliputtur, southern part of Tamil Nadu, and he was cultivating a garden in which basil was the main thing. That is what we call Tulasi. In our language, it is in Vaishnava Sampradayam, it is called Tirutula. Tulasi, Tirutula, basil. And he was engaged in giving a Tulasi Mai, garland of basil, every day to Srivilliputtur Perumal. What is his name? I think it is
Koviludayan or Vadapatra Sai.
Vadapatra Sai. Vadapatra means Vada means Alamaram, and Vadapatra is the leaf of Alamaram, and he was praying on that Vadapatra Sai. Because in our Sampradaya, there are so many signs of Tirukolam. On Adisesha, on Bhujanga, on water, on ground, everything. Talasayana Perumal, and Bhujanga Sayanam is You keep your this one on your
Shoulder.
You keep your head on your shoulder and sleep. Normal posture for everybody. So these are all our about 10 like that. And
Uttana Sayanam also they say, no, like in Kumbakonam Aravam
Aramudan is Uttana Sayanam. He wanted to get up, but at the same time he never gets up. So he is almost off getting up. Uttana Seva. Then
Darbasayanam, Tirupullani.
Darbasayanam, Rameswaram. To go to Rameswaram, he is on Darbas. So many things. Because our column is on 3, this one main thing. In many temples, you can see God in sitting posture or standing posture or lying posture. But not in the same Garbhagriha, one up above the other, like that it will be. 3 tier. Tirukoshiyur is like that.
Tirunirmalai
is like that. There are so many things. So these are all the salient points of Vaishnavism which everyone should understand. And Periazhvar was born in the month of Ani on Swadi Nakshatra. Swadi is his Nakshatra. And he is the incarnation of Garuda himself. What happened is, one day, the king, Vallabhadeva, asked who he wanted in his Sabha. He wanted one thing. Who is the supreme Paramburu? Who is the supermost man in the out of all gods? Because they say it is in Vedas, it is not very clear. Some say it is Vishnu, some say it is Shiva, some say it is Brahma, whatever it is. But he wanted to know, we wanted to establish who is the Paramburu. So he called for everybody, and Vishnu Chittar. He also, Vishnu Chittar is Periazhvar's name. Vishnu Chittar also participated in the debate, and he was able to prove that Lord Narayana is, that definitely he is much superior to everybody. Because in a lighter vein, I can tell you that Pundarikimeva Akshini is a Brihadaranya Upanishad quote. Pundarikimeva Akshini means that the Lord has 2 eyes resembling the lotus flower. Akshini, Achini, Achini. The third, because Sanskrit is a peculiar language which has both singular, dual, plural also. Ramaha, Ramo, Ramana, Ramaha. So the plural is also there. So Akshini, Akshini, Achini. Here Pundarikimeva Akshini, it is in dual. Supposing you take other lords, if you take Indra as the superiormost Deva, then he is not coming to this definition because he has got 1,000 eyes. Lord Shiva, if you take, Lord Shiva has got 3 eyes. He is known popularly as Mukkandan. And Brahma, if you take, he has got 4 faces and 8 eyes. Only Vishnu has got 2 eyes. So even Brihadaranya Upanishad confirms that it is Lord Vishnu who is the superiormost God. So this my teacher, Mr. Venkatakrishnan, used to tell. Of course, this is joke there. It has no reason. But anyway, even if you take it as this, then Vishnu comes to the fore. Now, he gets the first prize, Vishnu Chittar. His name is Vishnu Chittar, but he calls himself as Vittu Chittar. Exactly. Ish, there is no ish in Tamil, but it calls God it, only it, Vittu Chittar. That is a man who's having always Lord Narayana, Lord Vishnu in his heart, or he dwells in the heart of Vishnu. Both way you can interpret Vishnu Chittar. So Vishnu Chittar gets the prize, and he honored this gentleman, Vishnu Chittar, and he was walking in the streets of Madurai. It happened in Madurai. Then all of a sudden, Lord Vishnu came with his paraphernalia, Garuda, and also Bhudevi, Sridevi, Sameda, Vishnu was able to see. But so normally, people will definitely get themselves terrified or afraid or whatever it is, and they will say nothing. But here, Vishnu Chittar immediately, because of his over compassion, he says that in Tamil it is called Pongum Parivale. Parivu means compassion. Parivale, he calls it, he talks Pallandu, Pallandu, Pallairathandu. You see, Pallandu means I can say Pallandu, you live to a junior man, to a younger man only, but not to my elders. I cannot say my father Pallandu Varga. I can say my son Pallandu Varga. That's a blessing. But here it is because from Moksham, Lord has come to this earth, which is full of evils and burdens. So he says that any evil eye will be, this one will fall on Lord Narayana and he will suffer. So he is out of compassion, out of Pongum Parivale, that's what our Acharya says. Pongum Parivale, he immediately overflows the word, overflows, and that word is Pallandu, Pallandu, Pallandu. That Pallandu is one Prabandham, and he says in that, and of course, there is Periazhvar Tirumozhi is original work, and Pallandu is also his original work. Both are combined as one, but both are different. Pallandu, Pallandu, Pallandu Vazhgave is one thing. Mallanda Tintol Manivanna. One Sevadi Savi Tirupu Kapu. I bow to her. This one. This was how he was there. One day after this, he gave all the money to the temple, and the temple's Gopura was built. That is supposed to be that was for long, it was the tallest temple in South India. And it was the emblem of Tamil Nadu government also, even now, despite its so many problems, it stands as a emblem.
Okay, today also it is the emblem of Tamil Nadu.
Tamil Nadu.
Okay.
You can see in the seal of Tamil Nadu, this one.
Yes.
Despite the people who are objecting to it, but it stands. Because it was given by one Mr. Kumar Swami Raja, who was the man from Rajabalayam. So, it is Periazhvar did his every day he made one garland and giving it to him. One day when he was plowing his ground, he saw one baby, saw a small child. He took it because he has no issues. He took her, rather it's a female child, and named her Andal. Why Andal means she is going to rule us. Andal means ruling. So she is considered to be the incarnation of Mother Earth. She is also known as Goda. Goda means given by earth. Goda means. She was, of course, everybody knows about Andal's story. And she was born in Adipura. The month of Adi, she was born in Adi. Out of all Azhvars, Andal is separate because she is the only female Azhvar. Other Azhvars are all from different parts or whatever it is. They are all
male.
Men folk, but she alone is different. Human. So for her, when she loves Lord Vishnu, the love is spontaneous. She need not wait for him to, supposing it is for Nammalvar or Thirumangai Azhvar, they have to assume the role of female, but for her that difficulty was not there. She was out of her own sex. She was able to love the Lord to maximum. And her contribution is Tirupavai and Tiruvambavai. I mean, Tirupavai and Nachiyar Thirumozhi. Both are very nice. In Nachiyar Thirumozhi, she first, let us take this Tirupavai. Tirupavai is one Prabandham which is considered superior to all other Prabandhams. I told you about the Vaishnava, this one. Vaishnavan means he takes the blame on him. Supposing somebody comes and talks to him, you are not good. He says, I am not good, I agree, but what I made you to tell that, you must clarify and get it and take the blame on you and never argue. That's what it happened to one day with the Nambillai, this one. Nambillai was known as Logacharya. How? Nambillai was a very great scholar who was given almost 100 Kalachevams on Thiruvaimozhi, and his Goshti was known as Nambillai Goshtiyo, Namberumal Goshtiyo. That's so popular his lectures were. When Mudalayandan was there, you must have heard about him. Mudalayandan's grandson, he somehow he got some Thodapar, Kandari Thodapar or something. He became jealous of Nambillai's popularity. Naturally, there are thousands of Upanyasams, but one Upanyasam gets a more crowd, the other Upanyasams, only the Upanyasakar is there. It's like that. So, he in the public, he told something which is unparliamentary. And he went to his house and told that today I taught a lesson to Nambillai. I was very happy. Immediately his wife told, what is this? Nambillai is a very great, such a great man, and you have insulted him. Please do not do this. Tomorrow morning you go and take apology from him. Nambillai, this Thodapar also thought it is okay. I should do it. But when he got to that period, Brahma Muhurtam, everybody will wake up. Nobody will sleep after Brahma Muhurtam. Brahma Muhurtam is about early morning, 4:30 to 5. So he went out to take apology from Nambillai. Then Nambillai, that time when he opened his gate, he saw one figure with a shawl around him. Then he said, he saw it is Nambillai. And the Nambillai fell flat on Thodapar's feet. It was flabbergasted. What is this? You are falling on my foot. Yes, sir. Yesterday you told something, but I understand that I feel that I have done something wrong to you. Otherwise, you would not have talked like that. Then immediately, Thodapar came up, raised him, and then with a hug, he said, you are such a great man. You are the Logacharya. You are the teacher of the entire world, Logacharya. So this is the thing I think we should also follow. Supposing anybody comes to us, we must say that, yes, I take the blame. Then there is no argument also immediately. So the argument will also fall, and you will also look bright, they look bigger in the eyes of the opponent. This is what Andal says in her 15th Pasuram. Elle elengaliye. In that she says, Nanedan Ayuduha. Yes, okay. You are all very well this one, but whatever blame is there, I take it. Nanedan Ayuduha. This Nanedan Ayuduha is one of the Vaishnava Lakshanams. Again and again, our Acharyas say that we must get rid of our ego first. You surrender to God, and that RDA will be always be should be remembered in our mind. Because we never call myself Parthasarathy. I call myself Adiyan. Adiyan Parthasarathy Ramanuja Dasa. After my Panja Samskaram, I get that name. So this how the you see this one how they are all great that time. Everybody, no, never you can utter your name. You always say Adiyan, and also you say your house is Kudusai, that is hut, and your house is Tirumaligai, a palace. Maybe different. My house may be a small one, your house may be bigger one, but whatever it is, I should not attach any importance to my material things. This material thing is not going to help me at all. What is going to help me to get my Purushartham of Paramavadam? It is only my humbleness. That is what our Vaishnava literature says everywhere. Any doubt?
No, sir, actually. It was actually so overwhelming to listen all these things. I mean, sir, from the pasarams and this, we also explain bhakti and also explain the way how we should live, sir, actually. So, yeah.
Okay. Now, in Tirupavai, she wakes up her friends. Andal assumes herself to be a Gobigai and she wakes up, and finally she Vangakadal in the Madhavanai, she is able to get, and that her aim of getting into Krishna is fulfilled. How that comes in the next Pasuram, Nachiyar Tirumuli, where she is able to marry him also. Her marriage with Lord Krishna is described. We will see in all our marriage invitation. This Nachiyar Tirumuli Pasuram is very popular Pasuram. You know, that is
Varanamayiram.
Varanamayiram Sula Varam Seide Narana Nambi, that Pasuram. So she is able to imagine everything, and so much attached she is on the Lord Krishna. So there is one more thing I want to tell. It is in Nappinai. Who is that Nappinai? Andal is there, okay, no problem. But Nappinai is a Tamil lady who is after Krishna. It is not in any Sanskrit or northern scriptures about Krishna. Nappinai belongs to Tamil Nadu. She
is she not said to be the incarnation of Neela Devi?
That's what we say, but there is no proof for that.
Okay.
We all, because we must come to a compromise. So we say Neela Devi, but she is Nappinai is another lady which is found only in Tirupavai. This Tirupavai and Nachiyar Tirumuli only you can see.
Yes, yes.
In no other Tamil literature also mentions about it.
Sir, I have read somewhere that Tirupavai was composed by Andal when she was like 5 years old.
Yes, they say. Of course, all historians, they don't agree to that, because such a small age, nobody can compose so much. But she is a divine child, so yes, it may be possible also. Nothing can be said.
Why, so sir? Nowadays we see. Nowadays we see 3-year-old child telling about ragas, then names of countries. Yes, that can happen. Why not Andal composed?
Exactly. Very nice. You can see in Vijay TV this one 2, 3 year, 4 year, 5 year old kids are singing very nicely. So this may happen, might have happened.
It might happen.
But she is the because you see, no other Prabandham is chanted every year for 30 days like this. She has given fortunately 30 Pasurams, and all the 30 Pasurams are chanted in the month of Margazhi everywhere. And it is so far, so thousands of Upanyasam would have come to us. And each Upanyasam is different in its own way. Nobody repeats. That shows our Azhvar, what she says is, somebody asked her, Azhvar, what is new? பாடல் என்றும் புதியது. You can interpret song in any way you like. And Andal song is interpreted in many ways. For about 40-50 years, it is very popular throughout in India, particularly South India.
It is said no, when somebody asked Udayavar also about the commentaries, explain about Tirupavai, he said that only women can do that and only Andal can give explanation
Exactly.
for our own pastorams. No one else
But
can give.
he takes
Because
pride
such
in
deep
calling
meaning.
himself elder brother of Andal. But I was telling you, with all that his humbleness to Nammalvar, his devotion to Andal, he has not mentioned any of them in his works, 9 works.
Yes.
At that time, I told you the reason also, because
Yes.
he was fighting for establishing his Visishtadvaita religion and also annihilate Advaitam and Jainism and Buddhism. So he definitely cannot do all these things if he quotes anything from Tamil. But at the same time, his love for Tamil is not less. He asked his Makular's son, Tirukkurgai Piran Pillal, to write a commentary on Thiruvalmozhi. He also told that if I write, that will be the end of it. Because there is no Sribhashyam in our second Sribhashyam for us. Only Sribhashyam. Others do not venture to write any commentary on Brahma Sutram after Ramanuja. But here you can see, but Tirukkurgai Piran Pillan's Arayarapadi was followed by Nanjiyar's 9,000 and then Nambillai 36,000, then Pandirayarapadi by Azhagaya Manavala GR, then Periyavachan Pillai's 24,000 padis. These all emerged because it was given a free hand. So that's why we have very big literary store with us. Our literature, in Vaishnava literature, you cannot say anything is lacking. Everything is there up to the period of Manavala Mamunigal or Vedanta Desikar correspondingly. So they have all given us, blessed us with so many literatures. One Bible is there, one Quran is there, but we have, even for only our religion alone, Vaishnava only, they have got lots and lots of literature, literary works, and also commentary works. These are all called Padi. I think that day we discussed about Padi.
And Udayavar is also known as Tirupavai GR, no?
Tirupavai GR, because for in his mind it is always running for him. Because one day he saw Periyanambi's daughter on the road by name Atturai. He immediately prostrated before her, thinking that she is Andal. So that the Andal concept is there always in his mind.
Yeah.
But
it was said he was chanting that Undu Madakalitran Pasuram.
Yes, but I feel why he has not written anything in Tamil. That's my reason. Okay, but whatever it is.
He must have left it for others, sir, because he has done something what he could do. Like
he is all excellence.
Manavala Mamunigal, Vedanta Desikan, they all have gave treasures in Tamil literature, no?
Very much, very much.
So he has given room for all of them.
Yes. Otherwise, what he says is, if I write commentary for Thiruvalmozhi, then others will not write it. That's what he was afraid of. Now it has given wide scope for everybody, and everybody is writing it. And Ramanuja is Ramanuja. He is not only a philosopher of high order, he is also a philosopher, a social revolutionary. That day, 1,000 years ago, imagine the condition of India, how it would have been with all its caste problems and other things. He was able to control it, and they say when he goes to river to take bath in Kaveri, he will be putting his hand on Puratalvan or Mudaliyandan like
Yeah.
that. But when he comes back, he will put on only his hand on
Pillai Urangavilli Dasar.
Urangavali Dasar, who is a fourth Varna. So he wanted to prove to the world there is no Varna difference. The difference is only in outside. All Atmas are equal. All Atmas are inside. Their dwelling is Antaryami, is Brahman, that is Vishnu. So there is no any such this one classification like Brahmin or Kshatriyan like that. All are equal. That concept he gave long back. In 1935 or 36 only, government was able to allow all the Adi Dravidas inside the Madurai temple with the Madurai Vaidyanatha here, one man, and Muthuramalingam Devara, other man. They all helped him this one. But 1,000 years ago, he invited all the Dalit people of Karnataka to enter the Tirunarayanapuram temple. So, see, not only you can have so much of mind, but you should have the willingness to do it, and also you should have the willpower to do it. That willpower is very much needed.
Today I was just reading one thing when we were discussing about Andal and Tirupavai. When Parasara Bhattar was giving Upanyasam on Tirupavai, there was one person, I mean, who have not worn that sacred thread, who is not a Brahmin. So he was hesitantly standing there. So Bhattar told, it seems, now what we are enjoying is Tirupavai and Tiruvaipadi, where there is no difference of caste, creed or color. It is only Krishna Bhakti which is present there. It is unlike Ayodhya, where only learned people and people of status quo used to reside. Aipadi is where that we are all very simple beings who are only devotees of Sri Krishna. So everyone is allowed here to come and enjoy. So you are most welcome. So that is the level of the high order of Tirupavai.
That was attitude that time it was. So nobody worried about your caste or your background or your wealth or anything. Everybody before Lord, everybody is equal.
Yes, sir. In Bhagavan's eyes, everyone is equal and he's like a rainy cloud, as they mention in Ramanujan Uttandadi. So his
Exactly.
affection will be same for all.
So next
So
Azhvar is
Andal, ultimately she had her way, and when brought before the Lord Srirangam at his behest, she merged with him. There are only two people like that. One is Andal, the other is Tirupanalva,
Yes, sir.
which we are going to see later. So they are merged with the Lord, and there is no, for them, there is no thing, and they have only Lord in his mind, and that mindset has worked, and they have merged. The next one to talk about is Thondaradipodiazhvar. Thondar Adi Podi. Thondar means slave, slaves, dust in the feet. That's what he says. He is in fact a Brahmin by name. He is
Vipranarayanan.
Vipranarayanan, and he is the Vanamalas, that is Vaijayandi garland, is Amsam. He has given two Prabandhams, Tirumalai and Tirupalli. One unique thing about Thondaradipodiazhvar is he sang only about Lord Ranganatha. So if you don't know Tirumalai, you don't know Tirumal. That's what they say in Tamil. Tirumalai Ariyadar, Tirumalai Theriyadava. So he has written only on that, and this Tirupalli is every day it is sung in the presence of Lord Ranganatha to wake him up in the early morning. He is the Amsam of Vanamala. Vanamala is garland on the Lord's neck. That is the garland. He is that Amsam. And in Sanskrit, he is known as Bhaktangira Renu. Bhaktangiri Renu. That is, devotees dust in the legs, in the foot. That's what Angri. Angri means Padam. Renu means dust. So, he has Thondaradipodiazhvar had a very bad experience in his one of his way. He was always a very strong devotee, and on seeing his devotion, one lady, Devadevi by name, she wanted to, why this man is not looking at me? I am daily crossing him to go to the other side, but he is not looking at all. So her ego was kindled, and she said, I will somehow rule him. So she said, I will also help him, sir. He said, okay, you do it. In the ashram they were living, but due course, he fell into love with him, and that way he has got a disturbance in his life. Then Ranganaga somehow made him come to the normal, his own life, and he Devi was taught a lesson, and he was taken to him, and he became the one of the Azhvars. And after Azhvar becoming Azhvar, his work is very nice, and his Tirumala is talking about even Jainism, Buddhism also. Tirumala is very strong in anti this one, other religions. So this Tirumala, I can tell you one thing. Kavalil punalai வைத்து புலனை வைத்து, that is when you were pulans, that is indriyams are always yours under control. You cannot keep it because he has the experience. So he says, and Tirumala is 45 verses and Tirupalli is 11 verse.
Tirupalli Edichi means it is similar to Suprapadam, no? What we Tirupalli Edichi is a Tamil word. Exactly. It is equivalent to Suprapadam. And
very nice songs. Kadiravan Gunadisai Tikaramandarindan. Gunadisai is east.
Eastern.
Sir, I am informed somehow like even in Tirumala, like Tiruvengadam, they used to recite Tirupalli Ochi earlier before Venkatesa Suprabhatam came, which was composed by Prativadibhayankara Annangacharya Swami.
But Annangala, that's who is that band?
Tirupalli.
It starts like Anna.
Prativadibhayankaram Anna.
Prativadibhayankara Anna.
He's another very big composer in Telugu, Annamacharya.
Annamacharya.
And Annamacharya song came, and then I think they are not nowadays singing this Tirupalli Edichi. Instead of that, Annamacharya's Kirtan is now broadcast. I think so. I don't know personally.
Okay, sir.
Because
okay, I was informed like earlier they used to sing Tirupalli Ochi on all the days, and
yes.
Now it's only Venkatesa Suprabhatam. But on the Tirupavai, the Margali time, they used to recite Tirupalli Ochi. That's what I had read, sir.
But in if you take the Tirupati, it comes under Vaikanasa Agama.
Yes, sir.
So Vaikanasa Agama, there is no Azhvars and Acharyas. So they will not be glorified like that. You can see in Tirupati, there is no Azhvar inside the temple at all.
Yes, sir.
Because it is purely Vaikanasa. And compared to that, you take Srirangam, it is Pancharatram, where Azhvars and Acharyas have always a say. So the Azhvars Day, everything is there celebrated in Srirangam, whereas here there is no Acharya in Azhvar. Only Vaikanasa priest will be holding the This one, that is the difference between Vaikanasam and Pancharatram. Pancharatram, anybody who is well versed in Vedic rites, they can perform the puja. But for here, Vaikanasa means only the Vaikanasa Agama, only those who born in the community of Vaikanasa Brahmins, they can only be the priest. That's why in any Vaikanasa temple you go, there will be a Vaikanasa Archakar, whose brother-in-law will be another Archakar. Supposing any eventuality happens, one man can go, the other man has no this. He has got no teeth, so he need not go for anything. So that is the problem with the Vaikanasa, and you cannot become a priest for any Vaikanasa temple. That is what the political reason is going on. I will go to inside the Garbhagriha, they say only they have the right. Not even a very, very, very Vaishnava doctorate in Vaishnavism also cannot enter the Agamam. The Agamam can be, this temple can be, the Lord can be touched only by Vaikanasa Brahmins. Nobody can, other than that, nobody can do it also. I think we can have it next episode, but remaining Azhvars.
Yes, sir, we'll have. As you said rightly, we know that one priest of the temple who does Kaingaryam, like the priest of the Srirangam temple cannot enter into the sanctum sanctorum of another temple like Kanjipuram or some other temple. So they have rights only for this temple to do the service. So that was the discipline maintained by the...
Because another thing is also the Vaikanasa doesn't have a Pancha Samskaram. Unless you have a Pancha Samskaram, you cannot be called a Vaishnava. But for them, the very convenient thing is in their Simandam, 8th month, they consume the holy water offered to God, which is equivalent to Pancha Samskaram. They drink not only holy water, but also sweet, this one, Tirukannamadu. So they drink it and then they say that it is Pancha Samskaram is over. It is for both ladies and gents. So the Pancha Samskaram, very, 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 very orthodox people of other sect will, when they go to Vaikanasa temple, they worship Lord, they take the Dirtham, but they will not consume it. They will put it in their head and go. Because they think that still Vaikanasa Brahmins have come to that, not come to that stage of offering them water, holy water. Tulasi Dirtham they cannot consume. These are some of the other interesting things which you should know.
I mean, each sect has maintained their own discipline and their own way of doing things.
Yes.
That has to be appreciated.
Yes,
definitely. Vaikanasa, this one. We know in Vaishnavism, we have got a Guru Parambara, Lakshminara Samarambam, Nalayamana Madhyamam. So we give equal weight to Acharyas also. But in Vaikanasa, Guru Parambara is Lakshminara Samarambam, Vaikanasa Madhyamam. Asmat Acharya Pariyandam, Ande Guru Parambara. There is not even a mention about Acharyas in the Guru Parambara, in the Ghanaian also.
Sir, for Sri Vaishnavas like us, I mean, Acharya is the most important. Maybe he is even supreme than Perumal.
That's why
even supreme than
very chaste Ayingars, they don't go to they don't consume the holy water offered by the Vaikanasa priest.
Okay.
It's very nice, sir.
Extra things.
It's very nice today. We had a very nice, good information about our Sampradaya and about Azhvars also. And in between also you have told many informations, interesting ones. We'll have in the next episode the remaining Azhvars and then further on
Acharyas.
Yes. Acharyas. Thank you so much, sir, for being with us.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bharadwaj.